And now, on Adobe Radio, it's the Brett Davern Show, featuring Katie LeClaire. Streaming live, weekday mornings.
Would you like to hear about Little League from this past weekend or microwave popcorn?
Microwave popcorn.
Okay. Microwave popcorn. Now, how long do you put it in for? That's the first question right off the bat. I mean, you unwrap the cellophane, you know which way. That's not, stop. Don't tell me avocado or cucumber. Knock it off.
5 minutes.
Just knock it off. First of all, knock it off. It's Monday.
I don't have a microwave. I'm better than you.
I can't even believe you said it louder. Stop it. Don't tell me avocado. Don't tell me cucumber. Get out of here with your tomato. Oh, did you know it's actually a fruit? Yes, I did. Stop it.
5 minutes.
You start at 5 minutes.
What does the package say?
Oh my God. Get out of here. What, you read directions also when you put something together from IKEA?
I mean, yeah, sometimes.
Nobody does that.
Whatever. How long do you put it in for?
Everybody just knows how to build a flurb.
How long do you put it in for?
I was going to say I hit the 4. 4 minutes seems plenty of time. Okay. So now, and you look at which side goes up, which side goes down,
That
right?
part's important.
Okay. Now, all these newfangled microwaves, you got to try to hit the center of the rotating glass dish. Otherwise, your bag is going to end up in the corner and you're not going to get maximum kernels popped per seed.
Are you living in 1984? What do you mean newfangled microwaves? Like, yeah, they've had turntables since you were a kid.
Yeah, no, I know. But my point is you've got to hit the middle of that thing because it's spinning around.
Okay.
And if you're off a little bit, then on the
you get stuck on the track.
Rotation, it's going to end up in the corner. And then I'm not getting maximum kernelage for maximum seedage, dude. If it's not spinning, the air doesn't circulate right. Popcorn, only half full, no bueno. So problem number 1, hitting the center of the disc.
I thought problem number 1 was the time.
Problem number 2, hitting the center of the disc. Problem number 3 arrives. Let's say problem number 1 and problem number 2 go fine. You go 4 minutes, 5 minutes. 5 minutes is going to be plenty. 4 minutes is going to be plenty. This is my point. Now we've arrived at problem number 3. Oh, are you like me? And do you push it right to the brink for every last kernel? Because I do.
I thought you were going to say every last thing.
But
and
then
I was like, yeah, you do.
I end up, well, this is the point. But then I end up getting burned sometimes. Oh, I end up getting burned, Katie. Oh, man. Back in the day, I was the best microwave popcorn maker ever. But lately, I got to tell you, my game's a little off. I push it that one extra pop too many, and I get burned kernels right in the middle. Because once you push it that extra second, now you got to really get that thing open and get that steam out of there. It's hot in there. So are you like me? Do you push it that extra pop too long and end up with burned kernels? Or are you one of these crazy people that ends up with half the bag not even popped? These are the questions I have for all of you on a Monday morning.
What's your ratio to microwave popcorn versus stovetop popcorn?
No, you haven't answered my questions.
I don't have a microwave.
Have you ever popped microwave popcorn before in your life?
Yeah.
Well, what kind of popper are you?
The perfect kind?
No, come on. It's so hard to not burn microwave popcorn.
It is. Well, because you're trying to push it, right?
That's the problem. If I could just live without those extra 3 kernels, I'd be fine.
These newfangled
Don't say
microwaves.
If you say popcorn button, I'm going to come across this.
I have a popcorn button.
No, they don't work. Those popcorn buttons are for the birds. They don't work at all. It's not enough time. That thing will be on for 2 minutes, 23 seconds. You end up with only 3/4 popped. I'm looking for at least 90% popped. Otherwise, I'm not having a good time. Feels wasteful.
Why don't you go back and repop the unpopped kernels?
You can't.
You can't?
I mean,
Is this science?
what are you gonna
Do
throw
you
them
know
in
that?
a pan or something?
No, I'm gonna strain out the unpopped ones and then
Then
I
what?
guess maybe put them in a
No,
pan.
stop it. Get out of here with that. No, you gotta try to aim for the right kernelage
Well, you're aiming
in
for
the
it.
bag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
The other day, I only had 9 popcorn seeds at the bottom of the bag. 9.
Okay, actually,
Yay! Pretty good.
there's a scientific world
Uh-huh.
where I want to go back and take those 9 kernels and try to pop them on the stovetop because maybe they were duds.
Maybe.
Brett, maybe you got 100%.
No. I had 9 seeds. I think it's fine to set a score. 9 is pretty good. If you out there think you can beat 9 seeds, I'd like to see you take a picture of it. No cheating, by the way. 9 seeds left in the bottom of the bag. See, I think that's the problem. I did too good of a bag, and now I'm chasing that bag.
Whoa.
You know what I'm saying?
When you make microwave popcorn, you're eating it out of the bag. You don't dump it in a bowl.
Well, either way, if it ends up in the bowl or in the bag, you know how many seeds are at the bottom of it. Usually, if I've done a good enough job, and the steam isn't built up too much, because watch out, that steam's hot. Everybody, watch your fingers. Watch out. I have scissors with me, and I make a bowl out of the bag. Yeah, the bowl bag that's top level pro microwave popcorn maker is when you make the bowl, the bag bowl. No, you make the bag bowl, then you got no dishes. You just chuck the bag right in the trash.
Well, yeah, obviously, but like your level of intensity with the popcorn is not surprising.
Not surprising at all.
No,
right on brand.
It's a thing that you should be passionate. More people should be more passionate.
People are passionate about their popcorn. Katie.
It's the Brett Davern Show on Adobe Radio, brought to you in partnership with Nice Guy Digital.
I'm looking for people who want to perfect the perfect popcorn.
Good.
I Lin-Manuel'd it. I used perfect twice, but with different pronunciation.
Well, no, that's a different word.
They call that
perfect.
It's not spelled different.
No, but that's also not a rhyme because it's the same word.
I Lin-Manuel'd it. I think that's a perfect example.
Perfected it.
I made it perfect.
Gross. Let's get to the guy who's real passionate about popcorn.
I'm persnickety.
Brett Davern!
When it comes to my popcorn. Listen up, everybody. I love popcorn. Microwave popcorn has a different texture than stovetop popcorn, which also has a different texture than air pop popcorn.
They're probably different kernels. They're probably the big popcorn industry.
No.
Excuse me.
No.
You don't think Big Popcorn has optimized this kind of corn is better for popping in a microwave versus this kind is better for stovetop?
There's probably different kinds of popped corn out there for sure. It's just that if you have a air popper at your house and you have a pot and a stove, you're going to use the same kernels, but they come out different.
Interesting.
The air pops have a different shape, a different texture, a whole different thing going on altogether. But you're going to use the same kernels that you bought at the grocery store.
Yeah. But I do think that
there could be something different inside a microwave bag because I don't know. Those come pre-packaged, but I'm assuming they're just popcorn kernels. Right?
I think that there's a lot of research in what kinds of kernels are optimal for popcorn. And I'm just curious if.
But if you go to the store and you buy
I hear what you're saying. Yeah. I hear what you're saying.
The company's probably already figured it out.
Yeah. And then
it's not the same corn you eat on the cob, you don't think?
I know that it's not. Yeah.
Oh, you know that it's not.
I know for certain.
Well. Tra-la-la. Aren't you special?
Oh my God.
Just kidding. All right. Well, yeah, but I mean, but you at your house, once you buy the jar of popcorn seeds from the grocery store unpopped, you can pop them in any
No,
application
I
you
hear
want,
what
but
you're
they're going to
saying.
come
I
out
hear what you're
different.
saying. Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
They are shaped different. The air pops are more pointy. The stove pops are more round. I don't know what's up with that.
How many bowls of popcorn have you had in your life?
10 million. At least.
Wow.
Give or take. Over under 10 million, probably.
Probably under 10 million. I'm gonna take the under.
Yeah,
on that one.
under 10 million for sure.
On that bet, I'm just gonna say I'm gonna take the under.
I mean, in a very pedantic about popcorn way. I could figure out how many days I've been on the planet. And then I could figure out how many days on this planet I've eaten popcorn. Because I could do sort of an average, probably once or twice a week. Once a week. I mean, I might be up to once a week on average, some popcorn. Because whether I grab it out of a bag of Smart Food, just on the go, maybe there's like a fun-sized black cheddar bag, the good one.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Delicious. If I see one of those, it's hard to pass up. So sometimes I'm not even making the popcorn.
God, there's a lot of popcorn out there.
Popcorn's everywhere.
Skinny Pop, Smart Food.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Boom Chicka Pop.
It's a healthier alternative, Katie.
Oh.
They're even making chips out of popcorn now.
Pop chips? Yeah, those are good.
Of course they're good. It's popcorn.
Yeah, I have some of those in my cabinet right now, actually.
Well, good.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
These are new friends. The song is called Ricochet. So turn it up, and then Katie will tell you what's going on in the world on the inside. Gotcha. Yo, what's up out there? Yo.
There's been an arrest.
Oh.
For the last living suspect of a 1996 murder case.
Mm.
If you believe Tupac is dead,
oh,
they finally found his killer.
Oh, they did?
Mm-hmm.
There's been an arrest.
There's been an arrest and an indictment made.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm listening.
Homeboy lives in Las Vegas. I'm trying to find his name. Dwayne Keefe D. Davis is his name. He has for a long time been a suspect.
I'm sorry.
That's what it says.
It says homeboy?
No, I said homeboy.
I know. I can't really let it go. I mean, really? Okay. All right. No, it's fine. It's like, because if people, they'll be like, well, he didn't really say, I gotta at least mention it. All right, moving on.
So there were 4 suspects. He's one of the 4 suspects.
Okay.
Here's the thing, though, and I just don't understand. Like, if you're gonna write a book, you should probably not write in that book about how you killed someone.
Oh, wait, what? Huh?
He wrote an autobiography, and in his autobiography talks about how he was there when Tupac got shot.
Who? Keefe wrote an autobiography?
Yes.
Oh, I haven't picked that one up yet. All right. Well, yeah, that seems pretty obvious. Okay. Did the autobiography come out yesterday?
No, it came out like a while ago. But they have.
Then where have they been on this one?
It takes they have to file the paperwork and get the right, whatever.
Cops can't read. Is that what you're saying, Katie? That is rude, Katie. Come on.
No,
that's not nice. Cops can read. I know several cops, and I'm pretty sure they can read. I'm pretty sure.
Pretty sure.
I haven't ever seen them read anything. They write a lot of tickets.
They write a lot.
They write a lot.
Yeah.
Of tickets. Yeah. But I don't know if I've ever seen any of them reading. So, but that's also rude, Katie. It's not nice. You should.
Yeah, I shouldn't have said that.
Make fun of people
I shouldn't
like
have said that.
It's not nice. All right, what else you got?
The Mont Blanc is shrinking. But scientists are urging everybody to not just like ring the bell of climate change.
I don't know what that is.
Because they're like, hold on, this happens.
Wait,
There's a mountain it borders Switzerland and France and
Hmm.
Germany, I think. Mont Blanc. It's also a pen company.
Mont Blanc.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta look this one up. I don't have this one in my mountain trading cards collection.
You don't?
No,
It's the tallest mountain in Europe.
I know. Well, I was trying to trade for it when I was about 11. I had but a kid wanted Everest for it, and I thought, no, I can't let it go.
Yeah. About 30,000 people per year tried to climb it, but they only limit it to 214 climbers a day.
Yeah, this guy was like, "Hey, I'll give you Mount Blanc, but you got to give me Everest and a couple pogs." And I was like, "I'm not ready to get rid of the pogs yet."
Right.
I'm looking at this mountain. That don't look too special to me.
It is the Rocky Peak sits at 4,792 meters. I don't know what that is.
It's kind of
language.
It's kind of roundish. It's kind of soft, if you're asking me, to be honest. Like as far as mountains go, it's kind of soft looking.
Oh, because it's not super craggy, pointy.
It's kind of soft.
It's more rounded. Yeah, it's a little.
I don't know. Everyone knows the rules. One look. I give this thing a 1.8. Everyone knows the rules.
What?
Just one look. I give it like a 1.8.
They call it the roof of Europe. It's the highest peak in Europe.
Yeah, if that roof was kind of a rounded dome, kind of boring. I give it like a 1.8. Everyone knows the rules. Only one look at this mountain. All right, moving on. That's my mountain review for today. Okay.
Anyway, it's about 13 centimeters shorter than it was. They measure it every 2 years.
Okay.
It's about 13 centimeters shorter than it was. But everybody yes, climate change. Yes, we're all aware of climate change. But also last year, there just wasn't as much precipitation and there was more wind.
Wait, do they count the snow as height? No way.
Yeah, that's what they're doing.
What?
Every 2 years, people go up there and they're like, here's where the point is.
Mm-hmm. But that's the official height of the mountain is including snow? No way.
Yeah.
No.
That's what they're doing.
If you measure Everest and there's snow on top of it, does it get 10 feet taller that day? No. So I'm saying, you know what I mean? The actual mountain has to be a little shorter. They're not just saying the snow on top of it is less. That'd be like a no-duh situation.
Yeah, but then how would the mountain get shorter? That doesn't make sense either because it's made of rock.
I'm not a scientist. But I think that's what you're saying, isn't it?
No, I'm saying no.
You're just saying there's less snow on it. You said, hold on. Yeah. You said everyone will be quick to blame climate change.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because the world's getting hotter.
Right. So there's a little less snow.
Uh-huh.
But that's not what they're saying.
That's what they're saying.
It's just the less snow. That's why it's not as tall.
Yes.
Well, then why shouldn't we be so quick to blame climate change?
Because there was wind, which blew the snow away off the top of the mountain. There was more wind last year.
I'm sorry.
Less rain.
Guys.
And so there's less
He's
snow.
not a scientist.
Isn't wind part of the climate?
Well, also
and
rain
weather
too is
right,
also
which is affected by climate change. So therefore we should be quick to.
But the French, they were like, no, don't.
See, I thought you meant don't be quick to because just the rock, maybe there's some tectonic plates down under it. Maybe there's some shifting around. Maybe there's some earthquakes and some seismic activity.
Yeah,
you're positive. You're positive it's not
ice
that.
Cap. Yeah, they're talking about the snow.
Then this is all about climate change then. What the hell are they talking about?
He's not a...
I know I'm not, but I have a brain. Wait,
I wanted to know what the was.
This doesn't make any sense.
20 actual scientists went to the top and they measured it.
Whatever. This is why I'm not into science. They don't know what they're talking about.
You're not into science?
They don't know what they're talking about.
First of all, sir.
Whatever. I'm not into it. All right. What else you got?
I got
because that one's BS.
I have terrible news for anybody who is a Raspberry Rally fan.
Huh? What's that?
A Girl Scout cookie.
Oh.
No more Raspberry Rallies this year. I guess they're like a Thin Mint. They're exactly the same as a Thin Mint, except for raspberry rather than the mint.
With chocolate?
And with the chocolate covering.
That sounds delightful.
But here's the thing. They sold them last year for the first year, but they only sold them online.
Oh.
So I don't think that the Raspberry Rally really got a fair shot.
Okay, now listen. You guys know I have beef with the Girl Scouts going way back, and I think it just got deeper. Come on, that sounds delicious.
I know.
I would like to try it.
I'm upset.
I didn't even know you had it, and now you're already taking it away from me. And we already have beef, Girl Scouts, and you know why. You know why.
Yeah, beef flavored cookies, gross.
I can't figure the Girl Scouts out. They used to sell cookies at one time of the year. Now they sell cookies seemingly all the time. I can get them in stores sometimes. Now they got an online store. I thought it was supposed to help little Susie down the street who's trying to go to sleepaway camp. If I'm on girlscouts.com, aren't I just paying Big Girl Scout?
You know.
I don't want to pay Big Girl Scout. I want to give the money to little Susie Q, who is selling them from down the street with the little sign and stuff. Support local. That's what I say. Support local Girl Scout. That's what I say. Katie, you know that. Mm-hmm. I've said that for years.
Forever. For way back.
My long-standing stance on buying Girl Scout cookies. Hey, this is Young Rising Suns. Turn them up. We'll be right back. It's the Brett Davern Show on Adobe Radio.
In real time.
Well, it's becoming one of Katie's favorite segments, and so that's why we play it a lot now, which I like it too. It's fun. It's Ask Gabby, back by popular demand. The texters are asking also. We have at least one. No. Actually, we do get a lot of text messages with this segment, and you guys seem to like it out there. So let's have at it, Katie. This is the Dear Abby advice column. These are real columns, articles, whatever you call them. And then I'll give you my advice. We'll see how close I get. And also, our advice is always better around here, probably.
Yeah, usually.
So, yeah, I got my keyboard ready. I'm ready to write back to these advice seekers. What do you got, Katie?
Ask Gabby. I've been with my man for 7 years. And I keep asking him when we're getting married.
Whoa.
He said we would someday. Then COVID came along.
Oh.
Now he says after the pandemic is completely over. He has admitted that he's scared to get married again because he doesn't want to get hurt like he was when his ex cheated on him. I told him I'm not like her. He says he knows that, and I am the kindest, sweetest woman that he has ever met. I love this man with all my heart. We get along fine. And I have my wedding dress and shoes. I'm tired of his excuses.
Do we have ages on this? Was I not listening?
It doesn't say.
Oh.
I'm almost ready to say the heck with it and sell my dress and shoes. Should I? Please give me some advice. All we know is that they were together for 7 years.
Right. Okay. So even if they met when they were 14, they're 21 now. I don't know.
Yes, that would be
true.
So
I'm just saying, like, even so, if you met at 25, you're 32 now. So these people are adults. Mm-hmm. I'm assuming. Mm-hmm. I'm assuming. Excuse me. Okay. Dear, chill out a little bit. It seems like this is going well. You said he's in, head over heels for you. You're head over heels for him. It seems like everything's going fine. What's the big rush, baby? Is what he should ask you. And then I would wonder what your answer is with that. And if it's something like, well, we need a piece of paper from the government, then just chill, dude. If there's like a real reason, which I don't know what that would be, other than just, I want to. I don't know. It just seems like if everything's going great, why are we going to mess this thing up? Because, let me tell you, shit gets real. It gets real. Mm-hmm. You add that in and, things, who knows? Like, so maybe just because everything's going well, let's just let everything go well. Everything in its own time. And also stop taking birth control. That should speed this thing up real quick.
Whoa.
Sincerely, Brett. How'd I do?
Not very many points on this one.
What? Come on. That was perfect advice, especially at the end.
Not very many points on this one.
Oh, come on.
And I think negative points for the last part at the end.
What? What? How dare you?
So obviously Abby's gonna come at this. She's gonna talk about the COVID problem first.
Oh.
Okay, ready? The COVID problem with the many variants that keep cropping up is likely to be with us for the foreseeable future.
Oh, hold on a second. Is Gabby anti-vax? Is she vax? What do you think? Where do you think Abby is on this?
Well, Abby's just saying that COVID's not going anywhere.
Oh, so she's saying it's real.
Okay,
I'm listening.
It's real.
Does she think it started in nature?
We're not sure. Or
does she think it started in a lab?
It's unclear.
Okay. I'm listening though. I'm listening.
Opinions.
Okay, well, I'm listening.
Tell your reluctant bridegroom that you love him, but 7 years is enough time for him to decide whether or not he wants to be married to you. You don't need a special dress and shoes to accomplish that. Just a heart full of love and a willing partner. A visit to a courthouse is all that's required. If he isn't willing to set a date and being married is what you need, then it is time to move on.
A heart full of love and a willing partner is all you need to get your friends vaxxed also.
We're not talking about...
I'm just saying, if you have any friends out there that don't want to get vaxxed and your heart is full of love, and if they will be a willing partner, they'll get vaxxed. You all right? I was just trying to...
Okay.
I'm trying to Travis Kelce this thing and tell people that it's okay to get a shot.
Yeah. Okay.
I was trying.
Cool. Good. I know. It's okay. It's good. I like it.
I get paid for the attempt, Katie. Okay. I didn't nail that one. All right. Fine. Let's try it. All right. What else you got? No, wait. Do we solve that one?
I just think it's interesting. Abby's advice was like, if you need to get married, then you need to express that. And if that's not what he wants, you have to move on.
Whatever. You said this thing's going great. You said he's great. You said you're great. Why don't you just be great together? Chill out.
Interesting, right?
Like, what I'm saying is bring it up to him. Okay, this is what I'm saying. I'm saying what Abby's saying. Say, hey, what's up? It's been 7 years. We doing this thing or not? And if he's actually like, no, I don't want to, then just be like, look, it's going great. Chill.
Yeah.
Or you have to move on. I'm saying almost the exact same thing Gabby's saying.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
All right.
Or just get pregnant.
Ask Gabby. Is there a way to end the...
I mean, that's a shot that'll fix this whole thing, you know? Huh?
What?
Huh? What?
Is there a way to end the quote-unquote holiday newsletter? Every Christmas, I get one from a particular family member, which inevitably includes a list of their growing accomplishments, expensive trips, etc., accompanied by lots of photos. Nobody else in our family sends these kinds of letters, and I don't know how they feel about receiving it. Last December, I couldn't even read it because it made me so depressed. My siblings are all in our 60s and 70s and spread out across the US. We have diverse lifestyles, incomes, etc. Most of us can't afford the kind of vacations that this sibling writes about. Many of us also have personal, painful things going on in our lives, which we don't really want to discuss. Is it better to just not read the newsletter? I don't believe this sibling means to be insensitive, and I don't think that I could ever bring up the subject for discussion. I just know that I'm already dreading December's letter. Please let everyone out there know. No more holiday newsletters. Thank you.
Whatever. Dear, get the hell over it. My God. Listen, if it depresses you, here, listen, homeboy, if it depresses you to read it, then have the stomach to not read it.
Just don't look at it.
Just don't read it. You're the one reading it because I guess you want to kind of know what's going on, like we all do.
Yeah.
And then you choose how you feel about that. Here's the way I read most people's letter if they put a letter on the back of their Christmas card. Oh, that sounds nice. And then I put it down and I go back to my life. Or I think, oh, that sounds like fun. You know what? I'd really like to try to do that in the next year also. It can be motivating too. Whatever. But to be so like this whole thing where it's like, I mean, Katie, which one is it? People put all of their best shit on Instagram, right? But then don't write your letter at the end of the year telling me everything. Shit. What? Stop. I only like to read it when I want to read it. And it's the way it hit me just now. And the way I feel about it right now is this. And so I'm going to try to make a rule for everybody.
Yeah. It's
No,
absurd.
it's how it affected you.
I understand
in that moment because of the kind of year you had. And hold on, there's someone who's a bit in charge of that. You. Quit complaining. We're not going to follow your rule for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I understand that you have a human reaction to something and that maybe you did have a really hard year and maybe it was kind of out of your control.
That's right.
Maybe it was out of your control. I get it.
Mm-hmm. But that's your life.
Our industry has been on strike for 5 months.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? Like, you know what I mean? I just don't, your rule does not apply to everyone. I completely agree. I do, however, have empathy for the human reaction, but then just don't read the newsletter. It's December 17th. You haven't heard from cousin Deborah in the last year. You only hear from her on December 7th. Don't even open it.
Yeah. And you know what else?
What's wrong?
Also, can I tell you something about cousin Deborah? Deep down, she is depressed as shit.
She is.
That's why she writes the letter with all the super positive shit in there, is because actually deep down, she's like, oh, I have to do these big extravagant things in order to feel awesome. So like, you know what I mean? Like just everybody's out there dealing with stuff, even the people who write the super glowing whatever. Totally. And so take everything with a grain of salt and just realize also that you don't have to look. Well, it is what it is. But this thing, Katie, though, it just beyond this thing, what bothers me out there right now is there's a lot of like, we have to make a rule for everybody to appease the one. And it's just like, no, we don't. Just, you can handle it however people have handled this for since time immemorial.
Yeah, there you go. Whatever. Okay. Abby says many folks send holiday newsletters because they are an easy way to keep in touch with friends and relatives they don't see or communicate often.
Think of it like old Facebook.
The letters are often polished up, even embellished, because everyone wants to present their best image. Because these communications are often welcomed, I'm hesitant to advise readers not to send them. Yeah. However, because you find them depressing, either shred them unopened or delete them if they arrive electronically.
There you go. Or, by the way, do what Brett would do and send your own holiday letter next year filled with the real shit from your life and depress the shit out of your friends and family.
What?
That'd be hilarious.
What is this advice?
It's also a funny, dark joke. Can you imagine if you send back a letter that just says like, hey, everyone, this year, I'm in even more crippling debt than I was last year. The bills are piling up and the past due notices are so high that I can barely get out of my front door.
I wonder what cousin Deborah would do.
I have 4 jobs, 3 of which have a terrible boss. And the 4th one, well, that person just quit and someone new's coming in and they promised to clean house. Susie Q can't sell any Girl Scout cookies because Big Girl Scout is now online selling them, and so she'll probably have to miss the sleepaway camp this year. I told her that tonight, and she cried herself to sleep in my arms while her brother kept coughing in the bed next to her. He's sicker this year than he was last year.
Oh my God, Brad, stop.
His crutch is so short as he somehow got taller.
Now you're just even doing Tiny Tim. All right, like, come on.
Bones are frail. We hope Mr. Scrooge will raise my rate.
This is It Sucks to Be Us. I think, is this Echo Smith?
Yeah.
Is it over?
Come on, write your own letter. It'd be funny. That's Judy, then everybody's gotta be.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's lame.
It's really just stupid.
Well, it's just, look, like, I understand the feeling of that. Everyone's felt that way in their life. They've looked at something that's made them feel a certain way. Oh, I wish I hadn't seen that, or oh, gee. But the mentality that I hope to raise in my own kids is one where even if you feel that way, when you feel that way, you can also turn it around and go like, well, but you know what? Like, hey, like, there's something I can get power through, and what, like, that's a good, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, instead of the mentality of, you know what, I'm upset, so I should make a rule. for everybody else.
Well, and that's what you were talking about earlier, is like this societal thing where like we're making rules that apply to one person because we think there might be a second.
Yeah.
And it's sort of like, well, there is a second person that this applies to or not, but maybe the second person doesn't have the same reaction or like whatever. Like, I'm just so sick of everybody complaining and making it everybody else's problem.
It's a little column A, a little column B. The letter writer, you know, is probably a D bag, you know, going on and on and on about the après ski in San Mario, whatever, you know what I mean? Where it's like, I would probably be annoyed by the blowhard writing the letter also. So it's a little column A, but then it's also a little column B where it's like, yeah, but just because you feel that way doesn't mean everyone does. So it's both. I mean, just everyone needs to chill, dude.
Even if this person had the most miserable life in the like, listen,
write it down. That'd be so funny. Also, Katie, let me pitch you this. Let's say that person does write their actual year they had. Okay?
The terrible year.
Yeah. And maybe they are a linguist, and so they make it sound like and another terrible thing happened, and they maybe a bit tongue-in-cheek in a dark comedic sort of a way. Their friends and family might reach out to them in a way that they've never been reached out to ever, and they might turn their entire station around because of being honest with what's going on, you know? Like, hey, the bills are piling up. Maybe they got an uncle who's like, look, here's $2,500, no question asked. You know, I'm your crazy Uncle Steve, and I didn't know you were dealing with a bad time, and I got your letter, and you know what I mean? People don't know. That's the thing. The sad, you know, the letter reader who I have so much empathy for are going through what they're going through, but the other people sometimes just don't know.
Yeah.
We're always saying on this show, like, reach out, check on people, but also if you're going through it, reach out.
Yeah. It's hard though, because people don't want to ask for help, right?
Of course not. But you have to. Don't we tell people that? Like, you have to, right? You would tell someone you got to reach out. So I know it's hard, but you have to. And then if you're the one writing the crazy thing about all the vacations and stuff, I mean, check in every once in a while. Maybe you notice a certain family member hasn't written something in quite a while, or you haven't heard from them in a while. So column A, column B again. You know what I mean? But ironically, I just think it blows my mind that ironically, I think the person out there who's having the toughest time of all, it might end up being a positive experience if they let people know what they're going through. That's, you know, it could help them out.
Yeah.
Anyway, what? Sorry. Got another letter for Gabby?
No, there's 2 minutes left of the show.
That's okay. I'm quick. What do you got?
Oh, okay.
No, I don't.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, I think that's the takeaway of today, is just like, reach out if you need some help. Yeah. And then also, like, I don't know, be happy for your siblings.
Yeah, that's true. That's what I'm saying also. Like, oh, well, you know.
I couldn't, but at least they could, kind of.
Yeah. Yeah. Or reach out to them. Maybe you get invited on one of the cool vacations.
Yeah.
You know, you're cool uncle or cool Aunt Judy all of a sudden, and you get to go après ski next year because you reached out and you said, hey, I read your letter. That sounded like so much fun. Guess who else loves to ski? Aunt Judy. You know, stop being so Aunt Judy, and maybe you'll get invited. This program would like to apologize to all people's named Judy. No Judys were harmed in the making of this episode. We'll see you tomorrow, everybody. For Katie and Brett, reminding all of you to be kind and take care of each other. Bye.
That's it for the Brett Davern Show for today. Oh, no, man. But don't worry, they'll be back tomorrow, live, starting at 9 a.m. Pacific, noon Eastern, on Adobe Radio.